You notice how you always find stuff you want when you're broke?
You're on.
Hi everyone, I'm here with a Bible reading. I hope you're having a good day. Hi Layla. What time is it in Finland right now? I'd like to know how many hours difference there is between us because we got home from town and it's been so busy today, and it's 9 o'clock at night here. It's 9 p.m. So this is the latest we've done a video in a long time. Usually try to do them before 4 p.m. But like I said, we were in town. I do got some updates today. But our today's prayer is Job 4:6. And Job's a good book for you to read if you're going through a personal struggle in your life. When you think, God, why are you putting all this on me? I'm faithful to you. How can you put your servant through this? And this much, Lord. What have I done? I've always been good to you, Lord. Read the book of Job. Trust me. Read the book of Job. It's a little long, but trust me, that's the one to go to when you're feeling that way. So let's see what Job says in 4:6. Can you turn that light on, please? Is not your fear of God what gives you strength, and your good ways that give you hope? Do you think Job stayed faithful to God, though he was put through many trials? And by many trials, even one was losing all of his children. He lost all of his kids, property, animals, gone. And he was a wealthy man. But after Job had a bunch more kids, they can never replace the ones that are gone. I'm not saying that. But God blessed him with many more and blessed him with more than he ever had before. It was the devil that wanted the bad things for Job, not God. The devil. He's only serving you, Lord, because you give him this and this. If you took that away from him, he would turn on you. That's what the devil says to God. That's what he said. And God's like, fine, you can do what you want, but do not kill him. He was infested with like big boils on his skin, and he was in a state. The devil put more and more on him. And Job had a hard time. Anybody going through that, even less than that, a lot of people would turn their back on God. Job still stayed faithful. The devil didn't win. The devil didn't know Job. And God was praying and there for his servant Job the whole time in his corner, without Job even knowing it. God was rooting him on. You can do this. Don't let the devil get a hold of you and let him win. And he didn't. Did he have hard times and get mad and upset and curse? Yes. But think about who wouldn't. The only one that probably wouldn't is Jesus in that situation. I mean, just read the book of Job. Trust me. That's what I would tell you to go to if you're going through that time. Okay, I got an update on my niece, Abby. She has gestational diabetes. And that's because she's pregnant. She doesn't have it when she's not. This is her first baby. And they went to Columbus today to the big hospital so they could measure the baby and do her sugars and everything and to see when and how she should have the baby. Oh my God, Lord. Abby was 8 pounds 4 ounces when she was born. And I'm guessing Jacob, I think she said, was 8 something as well. I've seen a video of the baby moving in her belly. That thing is, oh my God, it looks weird. If you've ever had a baby, you know. I haven't. But how could you imagine? I just see that, how that would feel inside of you. They just look so right there under the skin, like you could just slit your skin and pull it out. I swear, this baby was moving her whole stomach like it did a flip-flop. Anyway, the baby measured today. Get this. They want her to have a C-section. Thank God. And I hope they get her one before she has this baby, before he wants to come into the world. Who they're naming Liam Allen, by the way. Liam Allen Rowe. He measured 10.5 pounds already. 10.5 pounds, Layla. And they want her to go 2 more weeks. My cousin, when he was born, was almost 12 pounds. And he looked like he was 3 months old when he was born. Oh, he's going to be heavy to pack. I think his features, her boyfriend's family thinks babies look like him, but I think he's got Abby's and her dad's nose for sure. I think he's going to look a lot like her. I hope he comes out with a head full of red hair. He'd be like a little leprechaun. Honey, that's what I'd say. You're my little leprechaun. We're not going to be allowed to see him, but...
No.
Anyway, I just wanted to update you on her, and please keep her in your prayers. But, so they're suggesting to her doctors down here that she goes 2 more weeks. Because they said for a white male, you want to at least go to 39 weeks. But that baby's 10.5 pounds, and he's moving like I don't know what. He could come out now. A friend of mine, her baby was only 3 pounds, and my sister's biggest baby was only 5 something. Kinsley was a twin. She was only 4 something, and she didn't even have to stay in the hospital but a couple of days at the most. So I'm 10.5 pounds. Abby was big when she was born at 8'4", and she was born C-section as well. She was breech. But this baby, they want to because it's so big. And Abby's bones are stretched to the max because she's a very teeny tiny little girl. And her pelvis is causing her a lot of pain already. And if you see him moving, please pray for a safe delivery and pray that they get her doctor's on vacation right now. His partner said he would deliver if he had to. Please pray that they get to do the C-section and everything goes great for her and the baby. She's going to be hurting regardless for a while after, but I don't know about her and the baby handling pushing him out if she goes into labor first and they can't get her in quick enough because they say her bones are stretched to the max. Like I said, she's tiny and in a lot of pain already, and that baby's big and going to grow a lot more if they want her to wait 2 weeks. Everybody's telling her, don't have it on this day, don't have it on that day. Other people's got plans. If Liam decides to come, Liam don't care what your plans are. He'll come when he's ready to come. Just like my sister, when she was pregnant with Abby, was scheduled for a C-section. Well, me and Mom were working on a factory, and Mom got off early, and I was supposed to work 12 or 14 hours that day, but my stomach was hurting really bad, so I decided to leave when Mom left that day. We got home, Mindy and James, Abby's mom and dad, she was sitting there waiting on us to get home because she was in labor. So we took her to the hospital, and her doctor was not there, so his partner had to deliver Abby C-section. And she had Jimmy regular way, and I was in the delivery room and actually seen him come out. And he was smaller than Abby. They say they get bigger every time, but Jimmy was smaller than Abby, and my sister's got 5, and her youngest was her biggest at only 5 pounds. I think 5'12". He was the biggest. I think Kinsley was the smallest at 4 something. But like I said, she was a twin, and her twin, Gracie, she passed away. She didn't make it. The little boy that passed away, the people we know here, he was only 2 months old. I found out that I don't understand what went on. They don't really know what happened yet. He died at Hosier at Jackson. Actually, where his grandma Stephanie died not too long ago of a heart attack. But they said they had him circumcised here not too long ago, which I thought they always did before you left the hospital. I know they did for Jimmy and Sherman and, you know, everybody. Unless you're Jewish, and they usually wait till the 8th day at a bar mitzvah or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but they do it on the 8th day. And so I don't know why after 2 months, but I know everything's backed up like crazy, these surgeries and stuff now. Because I know people just for a colonoscopy, they said they got hundreds ahead of them. But anyway, they said they don't know what really happened to the little boy, that he might have got a blood clot from the circumcision. They don't know. But the poor little thing, his funeral's going to be on Thursday, March 9th. And then they're going to bury him at the cemetery right across from us up here. So please keep the family in your prayers. He does have an older brother who's, I think, about 3 or 4. It's got his picture on the obituary, too. It's so sad. He is a chunky little baby, cute as could be, big old smile on his face. And you know how attached you are, everybody, to a baby when it's 2 months old? It's heartbreaking. So please keep Lexi and her family in your prayers. And Jason Holstein, Teresa and Carl Ashmore, Don Thompson, all the family. The little boy, Briar, as well as the older brother. Please keep them on your prayers because they're going to need it, especially at the funeral. You know it's going to be very, very hard. And please keep Angie Downs in your prayers. Pridemore is her last name now, I think. Angie Pridemore. Found out today she's been a lifelong family friend. She's got 3 boys. They're all adults and have kids, but her youngest, Levi, passed away last night. Drug overdose. Angie's already got custody of his little boy. Oh, he was so cute. And his girlfriend is pregnant with their other baby right now. I don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend, but she's pregnant and he'll never get to meet that baby. And I hear she's on drugs as well, so please keep her in your prayers that this changes her heart, and or Angie might be getting custody of that one too. She said the drugs finally got him. And that was her youngest. I'm not sure how old he was, but his name was Levi, and I'm going to try to get the obituary. I'll let you know when I do, but please keep Angie Pridemore and the rest of the family. His child that's already born and the child that'll be born that he'll never see here on earth. Please keep them on your prayers. Please keep the other following people in your prayers. We've known somebody every month this year, and it's only March 6th. Every single month. Not one month has went by without somebody we are related to or know that has passed away. And the oldest of all of them was my sister at 38. All young. Like I said, I'm not sure how old Levi is. He might be younger than me. He might be my age or older. I'm 42. But what's going on, Lord? We don't know God's plan, but all the people we know that are dying are all young, including the 2-month-old. And the baby that died, his name was Liam. And it freaks me out, because that's what Abby's naming her baby, and he's so big, and I'm worried about everything, because she's so tiny. And but anyway, I'm sorry. I'll just go through the prayer requests. Please keep Sherman in your prayers. He's in a lot of pain today, having to load up stuff and unload it because we had to go to town today. My wheelchair is bad enough to hurt his torn rotator cuff. We did get his grandma and grandpa's grave decorated today. I didn't get to decorate my brother's yet, but I will. I've got the stuff. I just was getting sick and had to get home. And the doctor put me on insulin now, and I took the first dose tonight. So I'm on a diabetic shot called Ozempic, and I'm on an insulin every day now. And I tested my sugar a little bit ago, and it's almost 500 still. So I don't know if I need more insulin or what, but I take Levemir once a day right now. Please keep Sherman in your prayers. He's in a lot of pain. Cindy and Jim Welsh, Dora Parker. She knew Levi and all of them because Dora is my aunt, and her daughter Lisa, my cousin, and Angie, they were best friends ever since they were, well, Dora and Angie's mom were best friends years ago. So, you know, they always knew each other. So she knows the kids. So please keep her in your prayers. Please keep my mom, Rhonda Karshner, in your prayers. She's in a lot of pain with her back. She was trying to push me around in a wheelchair some today, and she can't do it. She can't do all the stuff she thinks she can anymore. Her back's killing her now. I wish she wouldn't have tried to do it. I told her Sherm can do it, but she wanted, you know, me and her to look around, which I wanted as well. But it hurt her. I'm not that small, you know. It's not that easy to push me. We seen Jimmy, but didn't talk much. I don't know if he even really cared that we came to see him, truthfully. Didn't even get a hug. But anyway, please keep Donna Dunlap and Ray Dunlap in your prayers. Layla, Elizabeth Jeffries, Joyce Light, Judy Thompson, Abby Myers and Liam Rowe, Bonnie Jean's sister-in-law Lori, Bonnie Jean's dad. Please pray he gets to keep his house. If something, God will make something good happen for him with that situation. And please pray that her cat Misty comes home. Please pray for April Thacker. Please pray for April Thacker. And then of course, the family, the Holstein and Farney family that lost baby Liam Donovan. And please pray for little Briar, because that's the older brother who's like 3 or 4, and you know, he's old enough to know his brother's not going to be there anymore. It's heartbreaking. It's just sad. And Levi died, and today is Black Balloon Day, to support people who have died from being on drugs. My aunt told me, I didn't even know. He just died, you know. So please keep Angie in your prayers and her family. Okay guys, today we are going to be reading Mark chapter 12 verse 38 through chapter 13 verse 13, Psalm 49, and Proverbs chapter 10 verse 27 and 28. So in Mark, my head's all flustered, I'm sorry. In Mark today we'll be reading about warning against the teachers of the law, which you know how they're always harassing Jesus, the widow's offering, I love that one, and the destruction of the temple and the signs of the end times. I love the widow's offering. People, they'll donate a lot and be like, oh, yeah, we like them because they gave us a lot of money. Somebody throws in a measly quarter or something. Why did they even bother, you know? But Jesus sets them straight on that pretty quick. That poor widow gave all she had. And the rich people had a lot more money than what they gave. They could have gave a lot more. But they didn't. But that widow gave all she had. All the money she had, she gave. So whose heart is bigger? I had an embarrassing situation today. I was in the store getting stuff for the cemeteries and everything at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. Get up there and the amount comes to so much more than the money I had. I kept apologizing and apologizing. And I'm like, do you want me to put this stuff back? I can put it back for you so you don't have to put it back. And she's like, no, just put it up there. I said, are you sure? I have no problem with taking it where it needs to go. And she's like, no, just put it up on the, the aisle that wasn't open, on the belt. And she said, there's a cart full over here already that somebody couldn't pay for. So I had to take out over half the stuff I had in there. my amount went down by half, but it was still a lot. And then I find out I got my insulin today, but the doctor forgot to call in the needles. He's like, you can buy them, and they were. He told me they were $8. I said, oh, I got enough, you know. So then I called to make sure I had enough, and I had $7. Luckily, Sherm had $3, so I was able to get the needles for my shots. But I'll have to call the doctor and tell her so I can, you know, get them on my insurance next time. So I was really wanting to take it tonight, to try it, to see if I could see. Because my eyes have been so bad all day, I had to have Mom look at most of the stuff that was like right across from me because I couldn't make out what it was. There was the later in the night it gets, the worse my eyes get. There was a vehicle in front of us driving down the road, and I said, what is that, a van? She was like, that's a truck. I couldn't even see the vehicle in front of us, what it was. Now, I remember when they gave me insulin in the hospital, I was able to see better. But they were giving it to me like around the clock in there because they had me on high doses of steroids. But like I said, I took it tonight like I was supposed to, once a day. My first one tonight, and with the diabetic shot. And it's still almost 500. I don't know what to do. I got other problems going on, but I don't want to mention them on here. But Layla, it's so embarrassing. I don't know what's wrong with me. My body's totally messed up. My x-rays came back, by the way, that I have. The doctor's like, how do you got so many fractures? And healing fractures. Because they've been broken before. I guess I got this one over here, just like the ER said. This ankle on the right is broken on both sides. They both got a piece of bone out of them. And this ankle over here is got a fracture and also a healing fracture. And this one has a healing fracture as well. Well, I guess we're not doing nothing about it. I don't know. Because I'm like, if it's anybody else, they would be getting it fixed, you know? But not me. So I just gotta live with it, I guess. And the other night I whacked my foot accidentally trying to get up real hard on the stand, right on this right ankle over here. That's the worst. And it is swollen and bruised again. It's ridiculous, let me tell you. But I'm sorry, let's get into it. I just got too much going on. I just wanted to update you, Layla, so you could know what's going on with me here. Did your cat have babies? I thought I seen on your page that your cat had babies. Am I wrong? Let me know. Okay. I did. I thought I seen little bald cat babies on there. Layla's got a cat that has no hair. I forget what they're called, but it's cute.
Bald cats?
Bald cats. No, they're called something. Okay, warning against the teachers of the law, which we already know how they are, don't we? Okay, as he taught, Jesus said, watch out for the teachers of the law. They like to walk around in flowing robes and be greeted with respect in the marketplaces. You check the time. And have the most important seats in the synagogues.
No.
They want to look like they're the most important people there. I have a story about that I could tell, but I don't know what time I got here. And have the most important seats in the synagogue and the places of honor at banquets. They devour widows' houses and for a show make lengthy prayers. These men will be punished most severely.
My clock says 0.
I'm sorry. I was up all night again, not able to sleep because I had to keep drinking. Drinking and peeing, drinking and peeing. I was hoping this insulin would help, and I hope after so much it does, because you're driving me nuts. Yeah, I am. I'm driving sure nuts, because I'm like, can I have something to drink? Can I have something to drink? Can I have something to drink? I'm like, it feels like you are in a desert with no water, and you're dying of thirst. And I always know when my sugar's really high, because that's how I get. And I've been that way for at least 3 or 4 days now straight, and it's driving me insane. And Sherb too, trust me. Will you check the time for me, baby? The widow's offering. Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. How much, John?
25.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, it only goes to 30. I'm sorry, guys. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly, I tell you," keep watch, "this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." The destruction of the temple and the sign of the end times. As Jesus was leaving the temple, one of his disciples said to him, "Look, teacher, what massive stones, what magnificent buildings." "Do you see all these great buildings?" replied Jesus. "Not one stone here will be left on another. Every one will be thrown down." As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives opposite the temple, Peter, James, John, and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us when these things will happen, and what will be the sign that they are about to be fulfilled?" Jesus said to them, "Watch out that no one deceives you. Many will come in my name, claiming I am he, and will deceive many. Nation will rise against nation." I want to know what that was. "And kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places and famines. These are the beginning of birth pains. You must be on your guard. You will be handed over to the local councils and flogged in the synagogues." And they were. "On account of me, you will stand before governors and kings as witnesses to them. And the gospel must first be preached to all nations. Whenever you are arrested and brought to trial, do not worry beforehand about what to say. Just say whatever is given you at the time." God will give them the right words to say. "For it is not you speaking, but the Holy Spirit. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child," which I'm going through right now as well. "Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death." Oh my God. "Everyone will hate you because of me, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved." Stand firm. Don't let the devil win. And that is where we're stopping with Mark today. What's the time? We only got 30 minutes.
27.
So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, guys. I'm sorry I talked too much today. We're just going to have to skip the Psalm and the Proverbs, or the video is going to cut off. Do you want to do this whole thing over? Or? It's Sherm's not feeling good, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, because this will only let me record to 30 minutes. I don't know why. I think it's the chip in my camera, maybe. I'm not sure. But I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. We'll come back, God willing, tomorrow and do a new Bible reading. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to pray for everyone on our prayer list. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye, guys. God bless.